Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in the my Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him, these diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivicus.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, Mills looking to pass. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to its receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
Play action now, Mills. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's complete. It's Okuwodunam. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And all the way home for a Bronco score. J.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mills now. And he fires one that's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the middle, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On second down, here's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw again on second down. Mills delivers another one to Pierce. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills to the air again. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Mills on 1st down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for a 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that will be a crushing blow to the defense.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, but the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mills. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Throwing is Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On second down, Mills again. Forced out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 114 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Next to score, Broncos 27, Texans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 21. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Williams will try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off the play fake, Mills. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25. To throw is Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Williams again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McManus's point after is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A first down throw for Mills.
Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, it's Mills. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mills. This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Mills again.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. Well, I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Mills.
He's able to find Melton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another try after the first down sack. Mills eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mills to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Mills going to throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bounds away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Oh, he bowls over it. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my